Hello and welcome back. Thank you for watching. Today we have three battles on Abbey for you, and then we have a special against LOK again on Airfield. On Abbey, I'm going to show you, basically we run the same strat all three times. I'm going to show you the difference in the results and why they happened. So we're running a pretty heavy lineup. We've been doing a lot of losing in the night, so we switched to all 30-45s with Slappy and our light tank. And pretty much a standard play on this map is light tank to the middle to just to stop the other light tank, and the other groups of tanks, pretty much regardless what they are, Cromwells, 30-45s, even heavies, are going to go play the 2 line. In this case, we're facing TDDC, an OI, some Croms, an Excalibur, and that 5916 light tank. And we're all going to proceed up the hill. So far, Slappy hasn't spotted anything, so he asks for permission and gets told to go a little deeper. Now we fully expect that we're going to run into them at the HJ23 area. Okay, Slappy sees their light tank. I believe he says at this point he gets shot at by the 30-45, so we think he's sniping from their base. Although that would be a good spot for the Excalibur. That might be confusing battles. And here we have Ankh in the lead, and I have the artillery. I hold up a little bit because I don't want to be one of the first ones in there, being that I have our Artie Strike. And we have an OI coming up. We want to be able to launch that on the OI. And here's what typically happens. You go around this corner, and that's where the engagement starts. Ankh spotted one of their Cromwells, and we decide to do a push here. Slappy's going to, at this point, get aggressive with the 5916. And we push up the hill. We got the 2 Croms up there. Take out the first one. Nothing else has been spotted yet, so we're just going to keep going. Now we have 2 30-45s that went down the bottom. They spot the OI, and the Excalibur gets spotted. We said take out the Excalibur. We don't want him getting shots in our side, and we're not getting pushed by the Croms, so we take our time. Take care of him. Our 30-45s on the low side are engaging the OI. We're going to push into the Cromwell. Haven't seen the 30-01 or the 30-45 yet. Push into the Cromwell, and I'm going to try to get an Artie Strike on the OI. I launch it. I think you'll see it pretty much misses badly. But we got 2 guys on the back of the OI. Slappy's still playing with the 5916 in the middle. He finally kills them. We got 2 guys in the front of the OI, 2 guys in the back, and we take him out. No, don't quite take him out. We take him out now. And guess what? The 30-01 and the 30-45 that we haven't seen, they're at our cap. There's one on. We have no idea where the other one is, but there goes the other one. Slappy's in the middle. The call goes out. 3 people on cap. I ignore the call, and I start going back to their base in case things go really badly. It only does us good to have 3 guys on the cap. And we have 4 guys there. Slappy's in the middle. He's got a lot of crew skills on that tank. He's got really good vision. We ask him for some resets. And as you see, he's getting them. I guess he's getting shots on the 30-01. You'd see a bigger chunk come off if he got anything on the other guy. He finally actually kills the 30-01. He moves up a little more, spots the 30-45. And at this point, we outnumber them on the cap, so we were going to win by capping, but Slappy keeps firing and gets another reset. So in a lot of ways, actually, we were lucky that Slappy won his fight against the 5916, because if we didn't have him there to get those resets, that might have been a questionable win or loss. Not quite sure which way it would have gone. And here we go on our next battle on Abbey. And right off the bat, we're going to look at their lineup and see that it is Brutal. It just so happens Brutal is #1 ranked in Tier 6 skirmishes right now. A very good clan. We are nowhere near there. I think we were in the 100 to 110 range. I think we finished up the night around 110 or so. Started it at 90. We didn't have a good night. We started at like 97, ended up at 110. But anyways, it's brutal, and so we've beaten them before. It was quite a while ago. They can be beat. We're going to run our same strat, and the key to beating them, as always, is focus fire. So we're going to send Slappy to the middle again at 30-45s up to 1-2 line. And we have a couple of seconds. I'll speed it up. You don't need to see this part. Slappy sees the Type 64 in the middle. And everybody jockeying for position. So Slappy backed off. We don't know exactly where the Type is right now. And again, I'm expecting, I'm not calling this one, but we're all kind of expecting a battle in that GH23 area. Everybody, I think, except Alien is expecting that. You'll see why I say that in a second. You know, we come across here, I get shot and spotted, and I'm sure Alien got spotted. So at this point, they know we're coming. So I hesitate and pull up, and we're gonna say we're gonna gather the troops together. I'm not going around this corner, having just gotten spotted. And one thing we discover right there, let me pause this for a second. That tank right there, I think, actually won the battle for them. What that enabled them to do is spot everything we have coming as it's coming and put shots into us. But even if he didn't put shots into us, the fact that he spotted us as we're coming around the corner gives them something to aim at as we do come around the corner. So at this point, we have me and Alien up in the front. We have actually four trailing 30-45s. The call goes out for ODAT in the far, far back one to start pushing up. This guy's going to put a shot into me. I take a shot and miss him. And for some reason, Alien just goes right on out in. So he's spotted. He got spotted for sure a second time. And he goes on in and just gets wiped out very shortly. So now we got this one guy spotting us from there. We know we got a bunch of tanks on the left. Touchy smart enough not to go around. And we get RD striked, and I'm done. Touchy's 3/4 done, and right after the RD strike, they know they're up by 2 tanks, and they know where the T-37 is. So they push, and at this point, there's only so much we can do. So besides the fact that they are, no question in my mind that they were better than us, the strat itself was an excellent plan out. Hadn't quite seen it done that way. I've seen lots of people park up at the top, the 2-3 area. Hadn't seen them combine that with the 1 tank low. That could have been defeated if we'd all raced across. Only so many of us would have taken damage. We could have taken that guy out and then turned back around, and they would have been coming after us. So it's not that it's an undefeatable strat. We just weren't ready for it, and it didn't work out well for us. But that was brutal, and we ended up taking 3 tanks, so I'm not entirely disappointed. Just wanted to show you some of the things we did wrong and some of the reasons that happened the way it happened. So now we get our third battle on Abbey. This is against DILAT. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. DILAT. We got 2 OIs, a bunch of 30-45s, a Dicker Max, and a 12T. We're going to play this the same way we played the last 2. We're starting the same place. We're going to do the same call. Difference is this time we're facing those 2 OIs and the Dicker. We fully expect the Dicker to be in the base area. We expect the 12T to go middle. We discuss it, and we think the OIs will go to the base on more like the 1 line instead of the 2-3 line. We think at the point that we get to the 2-3 line that the OIs will not be in position. We're not sure if they have enough time to get up the hill that way, but that's what was discussed. And again, I'm not calling a couple of these battles were actually, I think all of these battles were called by Mini Dump. I started the night and had like 5 straight losses and decided I wasn't just up to it anymore. So we're going to just go to our regular positions. Slappy goes to the middle. He's not seeing anything. Now, when you're doing these strats, you know it takes a little while for everybody to get up that hill. People start getting strung out. And something that's important is for the lead tanks to realize that it's getting strung out and to at some point slow down and let them catch up. You do not want to go in single file like this. You go in single file and you're just asking for death. Kind of like what we saw with Alien in the previous battle. There was no support for him because everybody else was all straggled out like you see right now. So I pause. You'll see me slow up when I get to the corner here. Minnie actually called it out, but I was going to do it anyways. So here we go. We're not going to poke the corner until everybody's together. And that's where we got defeated by that tank on the other corner there, because he spotted us doing this. Now Slappy spots them. We push around. And we're in no aggressive rush. We know the OIs are there. We don't want to push into them. We found the Dicker. Now as a team, we're going to push up. We have 130-45 trailing way back. I don't know why he was way back there. I bounce off the OI. OI fires. I survive it. I call out to the team, OI fired, OI fired. So they're all going to move in and take shots at him. And the OI is gone. The first OI. There's still another one. So now I'm a one-shot. I'm going to play back, let the rest of the team do the work that they need to do. I'm here to snipe, do whatever I need to. And I got RD'd. So if any tank was going to get RD'd, that was probably the best one because I had the least amount of health anyways. Meanwhile, Alien's holding off the low side push. He dies for it, but the guys turn around. They don't have anything else to fight. Slappy's going to go play with the OI. Now we're in a premium position here. That position up at the top is stronger. So these guys are pushing into a stronger position. At this point, we're up by 2 tanks. Actually, we're down by 2 tanks. But we have a premium position. And now it's tied up. The Dicker Max had no way to get a shot on Touchy. Either did the 30-45. So at this point, we're not going to go down the hill, because if we go down the hill, there's a chance of being in a crossfire between the 12T and the 30-45. So they're going to turn around and go see what we can do with the OI that Slappy's been playing with. And Mini Dump gets around first. Slappy's been playing cat and mouse with him. Touchy tries to get a shot on him from the side. There was nothing there. It turns up the 30-45 is here too. So Mini's a 1-on-2 right now with the other 2 guys coming around. Slappy goes exploring to make sure we're not going to get flanked by the 12T. At that point, I believe that was the OI firing. So they're going to just they're not going to be afraid of him now because he fired, so they're going to turn in and push in and get him. 12T shows up behind them, trying to push down shots. Touches quick and gets it turned around. And then Mini's on the 30-45 all by himself. So you saw the difference in the 3 games. And in that last one, the big difference was we ended up with the premium position and they had to push into it, and it didn't work out for them. And also the fact that we paused before we went around the hill so that we were all together at the same time. Those are the things that make a difference. That particular strat they ran, I've seen people where one of the OIs and the Hellcat was park at the bottom of the map there behind the hill and wait for us. I've seen whole teams wait down there. I haven't really seen it be particularly successful. It might have been successful if the team on the top of the hill could have kept us from going up. So if it was strong enough armor up there and kept us trapped kind of in the bowl down below, and then they came up and worked their way around that path there. That, you know, if these guys stayed here and kept us bottled up in here, and then these guys here pushed around into us, and then they would have had crossfires on us, that might have worked. It's not the way it worked out because we were able to push all the way up, and they weren't able to keep us out of there. Even when we did that, they still had us outnumbered. So if they had come around been able to be successful, come around from both sides, they might have had us. They weren't able to do that. They just didn't have the right tanks for it. Okay, thank you for watching those 3 Abbey battles. I hope you learned something. I hope it helps those who are trying to get better, or shows people some insight as to how these things work out. Okay, here's a battle with our friends at LOK again. Thank you, Hollywood Ron. And we're going to start with the viewpoint from Hollywood. We've met on this map before. The last time we met, they had 630-45s and a Type 64. This time they have just the Type. We had, I don't remember what we had. I think we were all 630-45s too. So Hollywood's going to do what appears to be their standard run out to spot the coast. It looks like the other 30-45s are going towards the CD line to play in the standard area where they play. Hollywood carefully makes an early scouting run. The other Type 64 is going to scout the hill in the middle. Hollywood's got nothing, and Russ Bucket sees Slappy. They trade some shots. Looks like Slappy came out a little bit ahead on that one. Now the 30-45s are engaging in the north, and a Cromwell is spotted on the hill. 2 Type 64s together, and the Croms and the 37 are pushing the 34s. So we thought we had an overmatch there. We didn't, but we did come out ahead, other than when he dumps the little ram. I don't think he did that on purpose. He knows better. We'd have come out way ahead. Otherwise, we ran into this 3485 that looks like he was out of position. He saw us get spotted in the back. And then we, unfortunately, instead of fighting a 2-on-1 battle, we fought 2 separate 1-on-1s. So, Warhead managed to take out our Crom, Slappy ammo racked him. I'm sorry, he got his fuel tank, and the 1-on-1, Slappy ends up winning. If we'd have done an actual, took our time and done a 2-on-1 battle there, we would have survived with a lot less damage. So Slappy comes back with a 1-shot, and he's coming over to help Starnld and Touchy, who are now in trouble because they're 2-on-1. Touchy does his best here, and Slappy can't get back in time as the voila. So, very quick battle. We're going to see from the other angle in a second, and you're going to hear some of the insights from our side of the battle. Okay, here we go from our side of the battle. We're going to have my viewpoint from this one, and the early call is for the Croms and the 37 to go to the hill, and for the 30-45s to play defensively at the C hill. The key word there was defensive. Let's see how that works out for us. I'm going to apologize now. My dog won't shut up, so we're going to get a little bit of barks in the background. I apologize for that. So here we go. Start working on the call. And it was definitely, we were going to play a little non-aggressive. The thoughts here, strategically, were the 30-45s were going to be outnumbered if we went here, and they went here. I wanted to get the Croms and the 37 to do their job, and then come up and do a flanking thing, at which point we might push. So, right off the bat, we start getting off in position. Touchy gets there first. We spot the Type 64. I right away tell my Croms and the 37, push the Type 64, I want to move on. We get a little more aggressive here on the hill, including myself. I didn't follow my own plan here. We weren't supposed to get aggressive. So I take the punishment for that, and now we're up in an aggressive position instead of a defensive position. My one tank that for some reason chose to go around the backside instead of being up here fighting with us. So we essentially have 3 tanks here fighting 3 instead of 4 fighting 3. Falls back to help Alien back there, and now it's me and Touchy facing what's over here. At this point, Slappy's facing off against the Iron Warhead with Daniel trying to help him out. And as usual, I forgot to switch to my premium ammo, so we're on 30-45. Alien and On aren't doing too well in their battle down there. We're kind of just barely holding our own. On dies, Alien one shot, Alien dies, and now we're 2 on 3. We have help coming. I called for me and Touchy to push Major Fat Badger here. That was before we lost Alien down the south. I was hoping to save him. We weren't able to. I thought we had him isolated. We didn't. I ended up having him isolated. And it just cleans up and dies from there. So that was some of the thinking that we had involved there as to what happened and why. Not confident. Like I said, we did instead of doing the 2-on-1 on the lights in the Cromwell, we had 2 1-on-1 actions, which didn't work out as well as it should have. And on our side, we were supposed to play defensively and wait for the other group, and we didn't. We were too aggressive, and we didn't play as a group. One tank separated off to the side of the hill instead of battling with the other 2 tanks, and he did that on his own. There were no orders there. So just to show you what happens in these skirmishes and the importance of going is finding the overmatches and dealing with the overmatches and playing with your team, not going off on your own. And that was that battle. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all the views I get. I love doing this. I love Tier 6 skirmishes. It's what I got into the game for. Watching the professionals play the 7v7 format with the strategy and the tactics involved. You can depend on your teammates, hopefully, and sometimes even the enemy's predictable. I love sharing it with you guys. I hope that my insights have helped your game somewhat, or helped your strategies or your tactics. I hope it doesn't help you against us, but I hope it helps you overall. And again, thank you for watching, and see you on the battlefield.